Can you believe it? We're finally going to discuss Cosmos Adventure 2 Battle.
I'm glad to know I wasn't the only one that noticed that. Or, well, thought of that, I should say.
Yeah, it's very...
SA2. Let's see. We've got a blue character and a black and red character in space trying to save the Earth from a giant cannon.
And they're about and they're crashing towards the thermosphere, and before they go like super,
and you could say that they're hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes. From the call of yesterday. Yes. First, we got to escape from the city of cold gray glass. Yes. Welcome everyone. To the Morphin Network. The Ultra Duo are finally going to review the final
the final chapter of Cosmos' series.
The third movie. Ultraman Cosmos versus Ultraman Justice, the final battle. Or as I like to call it, the third one.
Not the last time we see Cosmos in the Ultra series, but the end of Ultraman Cosmos as a
maybe it's just a thing, right? Where Tiga, Dyna, Gaia, Neos, Cosmos.
Close. Close. With Mabius, it takes place in the Showa universe. So the Ultras from the original to 80 show up in that show.
Oh.
But there is a movie that came out 2 years after the series called The Superior 8 Ultra Brothers, to where Mabius goes into an alternate universe. They actually get the actors for original 7, Jack, Ace, Tiga, Dyna, and Gaia, but they're alternate versions. But still, it's like, hey, Hiroshi Nagano's here.
Yeah, before they close the closet.
Actually, originally in that movie, Mabius was going to be the main character, but then Johnny said, if you want to have Hiroshi Nagano in it, you have to have him be the main character.
Yikes. Yeah, so Johnny's closet, try to raid 4Kids' closet, try to pull out Yugi's wig.
Wait, you mean that's not Yugi's natural hair?
Well, you know what Perfect Cell once said? I bet you've never lost a game of Guess the Pro Tag.
Yeah, or like there would be times in 5Ds to where Yusei would take off his helmet from, when he's not riding his D wheel, and then his hair would just like pop back out to being spiky.
Yeah, at least that's some realism.
I guess. Because it's like he doesn't have helmet hair from that.
Yeah. I mean, we almost lost the Pink Ranger for that reason. Not.
Yes.
But it's not joke.
Yep. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Boken.
Oh, hey, Excel. How you doing?
And Aki said I hit her.
Well, did you?
No, don't even ask. What's new with you?
I don't know. Just out here thinking. Do you think women cheat at card games just like men do?
What makes you say that?
Yeah, I once knew a girl. She had about a dozen Exodia pieces. A ref found out about it, beat her up so bad, she ended up in the Shadow Realm.
What's the story, Boken?
You could say that again.
I'm so happy to have you as a good friend, and I love Aki so much.
Yeah, you are lucky.
Well, there was that time in, early on in Duelist Kingdom when Mai sprayed different perfumes and she just memorized the smells on her cards.
I still don't understand that, because it's like won't the scents of the different perfumes just blend together?
Yeah, like when they're stacked on a deck. And not only that, when you spray perfume, there's some moisture. So won't that get absorbed into the cards and kind of ruin them?
Yeah, like what's going on here? Thought we were just gonna talk. Yeah, speaking of talking, we get the craziest plot twist at the beginning of this film. Fubuki actually existing.
And he's friendly with Musashi.
What?
Yeah, he does that thing with Musashi. Like, he catches up with him, and then, they do that thing to where, you, like, take your hands like this and, like, do the bro thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Dylan, you son of a gun.
I'm in.
Yeah. What's the matter? Pushing too many papers in the office? All right. But yeah, no, I call it the Dylan Dutch. Because you got Dylan, you got Dutch. Yeah. Mark, get in the chopper.
Yeah.
You ugly son of a.
So then some robots called the Glokers show up, and we actually do see Cosmos in his space Corona mode on Earth, and I'm like, thank you, Tsuburaya. It would have been a waste to use this such a cool looking form for like 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes at most in the last movie, and then never use it again.
Yeah, we use it for 3 minutes in this movie. And yeah, he immediately goes into Eclipse form, and while he does deactivate the two robots, Ultraman Justice shows up again, this time with a host, which looks like a female version of Fujiwara Nosai from Hikaru no Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't notice that. And for some reason, Justice decides to reactivate the robots.
Yeah, it's like, Justice, what are you doing?
Justice.
We got here at the speed of justice. I'm the real Voltron. It's the stupid vehicle one.
Voltron Force, go!
Da 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 da.
Wait, let's take it back to step 7. Da 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 da.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the actual shows for both Voltrons, or Go Lion and Die Rugger 15, if you want to get technical, Lion Voltron took longer with 5 parts, whereas Vehicle Voltron has made of 15 parts, but combines a lot faster.
Can't the 15 vehicles combine into 3 bigger vehicles?
Yes, they can.
Can't they just combine into Voltron in their 3 super vehicle forms?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen Vehicle Voltron or Die Rugger.
Yeah,
I should.
You know what's crazy is how they retroactively made it canon, where like there was even like a motion comic on Sci-Fi Channel for where in the final episode, because Loki got canceled 6 episodes in, like any other show would, they actually get reinforcements from Vehicle Voltron. And then after they all leave, it's revealed that, yeah, Sven was alive, but then he heel turns.
Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, we have Sven come back, but in Go Lion, that's his twin brother. So we combined the 2 brothers into one composite character. Interesting how that works.
Composite Santa. 1/2 Santa Claus, 1/2 Frosty the Snowman. What his powers, Dad? I don't know, but he creeps me the bleep out. Intruders! Oh, bullets! My one weakness! Temperatures over 30 degrees! My one weakness!
Yep. Testicle move number 49!
My giant balls!
The Tenkai Ichi Budokai is finally complete. What did you say? Was that even English?
English, what happened to my wife? This is the last time I delivered presents to Japan. I've been rewatching Dragon Ball, and I have to say, I really like Jackie Chun. He is such a cool character. Way better than that god-awful Master Roshi.
Who's going to tell him?
I mean, they're clearly not the same person because like while Jackie Chun is facing off against Goku, we clearly see Master Roshi over there in the audience. Although he does look a little sunburned compared to usual, but that's clearly Master Roshi right there. And why does Master Roshi suddenly have an Indian accent? Oh well. But the point is, it's Master Roshi. Now go kick his ass, Jackie Chun. Yeah. No, for real though, Jackie Chun was like, he's a serious character. I like him way more than Roshi. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we're trying to build like a space shuttle thing to like go to another planet that may sustain human life, and as humans getting along with kaiju, and they want Musashi to go up there. So naturally, the two robots, they decide to attack the space shuttle. So naturally, Ultraman tries to go all Apuna Hasapima Petalon when he like tries to rescue James Woods.
Yeah.
and of course that causes Ultraman and Musashi to disappear.
Mm-hmm. So if we're taking space shuttles to a different planet to have kaiju on, can I bring Godzilla? I'm sure that won't backfire in any way, shape, or form.
Can I bring Jiris? He deserves better. This human planet has been way too cruel to Jiris. He deserves better.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Godzilla, just to make sure you're not lonely, we brought your cousin Jiris.
I still stand by my idea. Like, there should be like an Ultraman series where there's an Ultraman who is compatible with non-human hosts, and then you have like a baby phase Balton, Dada, and M1 who become hosts to this Ultra.
Yeah.
And then they're aided by a Jiris who just stays Jiris the entire time. And Jiris is actually helpful. Not like Earth Garon or Kinese. We're talking about. Did I say his name right? Kinese, Kinet. The blue guy from Omega. See, Omega
Reckiness?
is Reckiness. Right, It starts with the telekinesis. Yeah, Lekiness. Man, that is such a that was such a Reckiness name.
Well, I was going to mention this a little later, but I might as well now. It's interesting how Ultraman Justice, he's one of those Ultras that makes their own host. I looked it up just to be sure. It's interesting how he makes his human host be female. It's definitely something different. So then that makes me think.
Happy June, everyone!
No, it makes me think just a hypothetical of the kind of Ultras that bond with a human host. Can a male Ultra have a female human host and vice versa? Or does it have to gender match?
You would know better than me.
Well, it never got brought up. Tsuburaya never brought it up.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
but I would not know if he never brought it up.
I mean, it's just an interesting hypothetical. Like, is that possible?
Nay, probable.
That I exist in my or someone owns imagination? No, get out.
No, you stay out.
Yeah, it's definitely something different. So it's like, are you male or female? Yes.
Mm-hmm. What's between your Ultra legs? Yes.
Hey, is it a problem if your penis and your vagina touch each other? You have both? Well, yeah, doesn't everybody? No!
Yeah. Besides, they're marigolds. By God, I think she's right. They are marigolds. I may not know my flowers, But I know an Ultra when I see one. By the way,
wait.
I
So
finally
instead of
saw. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I finally saw the movie Gay Deceivers, and I have to say, Malcolm is without question my favorite character. And not just because of the one scene that's being memed all the time.
Yeah. So instead of justice, shouldn't we be calling this particular Ultra
Justine?
Maphrodite?
Maybe. I mean, it is the scientifically correct phrase.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like there is a scientifically correct term for an organism that has both male and female sets of organs, and most plants fall into that category.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah. So really think about it. Whenever you eat an apple or an orange or a banana, think about what part of the plant you're eating.
So everyone that eats fruits are unknowingly bisexual?
I mean, in human terms, yes.
Oh my God.
But then again, do you eat all parts of the chicken? So Justice sends a message to humanity to listen, all y'all are screwed. Like, this planet's a failure. We're gonna have to redo it. And of course, Merca is like, oh hell no, we're gonna defend this planet to our dying day. After all, in the Bible, on the third day, God created the atomic rifles to help us fight against dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Happy June, everyone, by the way.
I don't recall reading that in the Bible, but okay.
By the way, that's a line from Mean Girls, in case anyone doesn't know that. But yeah, it's one of the funniest lines, in my opinion. Just because the atomic rifle, the fact that he says the atomic rifle. Oh, man. Man.
Sounds like something out of Fallout.
I have to say, there's a reason why Mean Girls is such a timeless movie. That and Full Metal Alchemist. I'm sure it's October 3rd somewhere in the universe.
It will be in the future.
Not on this planet, but surely on some other planet in our solar system. They're in the October 3rd part of their orbit. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, and while we're at it, Justice is like walking around it's like, what's up with humans? These humans make no sense. Why are we living for them? Why are we fighting for them? Also, for some reason, you got a bunch of rappers rapping about, yo, Cosmos is dead.
It's the end of the world. And I'm like, and you guys aren't freaking out? It's just no big deal?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I was confused by that.
Join the club.
Yeah. Yeah. That was just weird. Yeah. But we also meet a little girl, and she has a puppy named Cosmos. Cosmos, you are such a cutie wootie.
So does that mean I can adopt? Yep. I can adopt a cat or a dog and just name him Tiga.
Yes, you can.
Oh, let's go a step beyond. Let's get me a male cat because I've already got a girl cat. Let's take a male cat and then dye his fur red and purple and name him Tiga.
Well, I have no leg in that race because, I don't want vegans getting on my case. Actually, can you imagine?
Well, I
if,
suppose you could always, if you get a dog and name him Blazar, just maybe put red and blue streaks on him, or maybe like a shirt with red and blue streaks.
Hair extensions, maybe.
Yeah. Who's a good Blazar? You're a good Blazar.
Who's a good Gazar? yeah, I get it. Get it like a red wiener dog. Who's a good Gazar?
Yeah. Who's a good space gazer?
You've met my Ultra host, Ultra Michelle, but allow me to introduce you to the rest of the Ultra brothers: Blazar, Gazar, Tazar, and the latest Ultra, Ultra woman, Ivana Stelinovskevich Davidovich.
Ah, my favorite Ultra.
Yes. Spacium beam. Yes. In Soviet Russia, Spacian beams you.
It's true.
It's true. Поверьте, я это знаю. Yes. Yeah. Why don't you continue from here? Because ugh.
Yeah. So basically, at one point, we see Julie. That's what Justice's, human form is called. He, she, whatever Justice is, I guess, is contemplating maybe Earth is worth protecting. But then, not Bozak from Power Ranger comes over, and then we have a scene that feels like it's out of the Matrix, to where she is, in a black leather trench coat, doing these midair kung fu moves on these delinquents.
Yeah. Down to the...
All right. Yeah.
Cringe.
This is the Neo Saban era.
Yeah. Hey, Justice, maybe next time use less, because your May can cause us useless.
Oh, don't forget to add an unnecessary commentary into every fight scene, and also speak in lingo like a certain insufferable character that we know.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anywho, so, Fubuki is there. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, he's the captain of Eyes now. Congratulations on your promotion. So, what happened to Red Falcon? Is he retired now? He's in this movie, but we don't know what he's up to.
Mm-hmm.
I promoted Fubuki so that, in 8 or so years when Zangief invades, I can be with my old live man team for the Legend War.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. And we actually get the rest of the cast to come back. And they're searching for Musashi. And then Homegirl from his childhood is like, I remember when he first met Cosmos. He met him at some kind of forest. Maybe we should go to that forest. You mean to tell me that's not the first place you looked? Yeah.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to see that wooden structure playground thing from the first movie. So,
for the first time, for the last time.
Before you die, there's something you should know about us, Boken.
And that is?
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing, which is what you are about to become. Prepare to die. You have the Denji ring, and I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it. Shit! I hate it when my Schwartz gets twisted.
Good times. Yeah, what does it say about the movie when we have more we're more dedicated to our side gags?
Yeah,
Nothing.
apparently Musashi is in another dimension, so I guess he got sent to the Shadow Realm. I didn't know 4 Kids dubbed Cosmos, but okay. So, and then we
Could
get
Well, there are places much worse than the Shadow Realm. For example, there's the Dark Ocean from Digimon, and then there's Johnny's Closet.
that is true. And then we get some characters from the previous 2 movies. We get the Kid Bolton, and we get Shao and Jean from the last movie.
Ah, yes. So we have characters from both movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's looking good over the fact that there's a Kid Bolton. It's so cute.
I see he hasn't aged in like a dozen years.
Mm-hmm.
Boltons must have a longer lifespan and age slower, I guess.
Wait. How long is this movie after the events of the previous movie?
Well, remember he was in the first Cosmos movie, and that took place like 9 or 10 years before the series started.
No, I get that part. Then we presumably spend a year in the TV show, and then the the Blue Earth movie takes place 2 years after that.
Yeah.
But how many years after that movie is this movie?
Good question.
But yeah, America tries to fire their torpedoes, but don't you know they just make monsters grow?
Mm-hmm. Fire the torpedoes, Elgar!
And yes, EXO from Tiga is in this movie as well.
Yes, not Iruma and not Munakata. Hey guys, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's like the American government can't do it alone. They need your help. What's the government at 10 stories high? USA.
Hey, they're the hope for all mankind.
America.
America.
USA.
Patriotism.
Patriotism. America. Yeah.
Yeah, so they basically pulled the scene from the Mighty Morphin movie when the Rangers like put their arms up and bring back Zordon, but instead it's Musashi instead of Zordon.
Yeah, at least but how'd you get the ninjetti powers to bring him back? That's what I want to know.
Well, you see, we've got Red Falcon here. He went to the Kaku Rangers and borrowed their powers for a little bit.
Oh, makes sense. Kinda. Yeah. Well, I know that we need one Kaku Ranger in particular, a powered Kaku Ranger.
Soon. How soon?
Next week soon. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, so and before that, Justice has a change of hearts. Sim decides to save Cosmos the puppy and sees that there is value in humanity. Is like, all right, I'm turning against the Glokers now.
It's like my John Wick senses are tingling. Cosmos will live.
Yeah, so Justice is trying to fight off the Gloker pawns. At least I think that's what they're called. Because I know, like, the final monster that they fight before the spaceship is called Gloker Bishop.
Yeah.
You know, the scene to when the Glokers combine into, like, that second form with, like, the claw face, that was a cool effect.
Yes, it was. And Justice is struggling. Well, maybe if you didn't fight at the speed of Justice and focus on fighting at the speed of Cosmos, maybe you might actually win this one.
And so Justice is a fan of Die Rugger 15, aka Vehicle Voltron.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, Justice, what do you think about Albegus? The Voltron that never was.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Gladiator Voltron.
Yeah. Hey, at least Discotech released it on Blu-ray.
Yeah. So Justice seemingly defeats the The
Gloker.
what's it called? The Groker knight, I guess. Lancer, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're playing chess or if they're playing shogi.
I don't know.
But I know Fubuki's like, justice. Fubuki, justice. Fubuki, justice. Fubuki.
Musashi.
Musashi, what are you doing here? I don't know. But I bet neither of you have a pet bird.
Yeah, so Musashi comes back, and we get a new form for Cosmos, Future Mode.
Future Mode.
Yep. Be on the future. Right on the future.
Change into my dream. Change into a soul. Yeah. He
that's not wrong.
The cosmic light. His corona will shine brightly to save our future.
Yeah. I mean, Cosmos brightening hope. That's not wrong at all. That's exactly what he does.
Especially after what he did to Chaos Head.
What do we do now?
Yeah.
Create
By the way, speaking of which, that was created by some race or something like that. It's like, okay, who created Chaos Header then?
But either way, clearly they didn't have Blue Oyster Cult because then they would have shown history shows again and again how nature points out the folly of the creators of the Chaos Headers. Chaos Header! History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of the creators of Chaos Header. Chaos Header!
Yeah, so Cosmos and his brand new, this is my true final form.
But I've got one more final form. Yeah. So
he gives more energy to, Justice, and then they fight Gloker Bishop, and it's a cool fight.
Yes. Yeah. You got one person being the shield while the other becomes the sword. Kind of like the Shugodam brothers. Yeah. Good times. But then they need to head off into space. So you know where this is going.
Live and learn.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn
from the works of yesterday. Hey.
Live and learn.
If you beg or if you borrow,
live and learn.
You may never find your way.
Down,
whoa, yeah.
Down.
Yeah. It's like Sonic and Shadow are watching the third Cosmos movie. Huh.
Yeah.
This scene right here feels really familiar.
Yeah, so then they just try to colony drop the bad guy, their own spaceship onto Earth, and the two of them try to pull like a supersonic and super shadow by trying to stop it in the thermosphere. And everyone's like, it's like, you can do it, Cosmos! You can do it, Justice! Cosmos! Yeah. Justice!
Yeah. And then Justice hears Maria's voice. Give them a chance to be. Oh no! Wait, no! I'm not doing it right.
It's like, Justice is like, damn, not here. Yeah, and then
wait, we've got Chaos. Oh my gosh! In the series, we had a blue character taking on Chaos Header, and Musashi literally opened his heart. And now we've got. Okay, I guess I shouldn't say literally, but you know what I mean. And now we've got, like I said, a blue character and a red and black character in space hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Trying to stop a colony drop.
Yeah. Okay, what's next? Are they going to have a yellow Ultra and then they're going to be Ultra Heroes?
Yes. Yeah. What goes up must come down. See my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spin inside out. Oh yeah, and then yeah. So that in the light, like everyone's hope and dreams, courage, friendship, sincerity, reliability, knowledge, and love, like join the two ultras into one super ultra known as Ultraman. Yeah,
Legend.
Legend. Yeah, but don't you know that treasure is legendary until someone proves it real? See, I can make a One Piece reference. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and in less than a decade from now, some group of space pirates will find it in less than 50 episodes.
Yeah. So like Ultraman Legend goes up and fights against the space colony drop. And yes, you know where this is going. You know where this is going. Oh, hail Shadow! Heroes rise
again. And then the sick guitar riff in the magnified version.
That isn't your friend. You got nothing left to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, 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 yeah.
Never turn back.
No, here I am. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
No, 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 go, go.
You know, not gonna lie, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. In the Magnify version, aka the 2005 Shadow game version of All Hail Shadow, the guitar riff that's 24 seconds in, I listened to that part over and over again.
Oh yeah, no, like for real though, like there's like a scene in the game Okami where like she obtains like all 8 fragments of the 8 sacred dogs. And like those fragments, those jewel fragments are like spinning around her while she's like run, like no matter where you go. So naturally, like I'm just like recording my gameplay footage, and I'm like, "Oh hail Kami, heroes rise again, obliterating yokai that aren't your friends."
It's true.
Yeah. I gotta replay that game. That game was so fun. Yeah, I remember X-Play made a big deal. It's like, take that DS. It's got a draw function by holding down the R2 button in the left joystick.
Dude, I remember watching G4 back in the day and being like 12 years old and young and naive. And now when I go back to watch X-Play reviews, they have not aged well.
No. See, here's the thing. At least Morgan Webb, even when she makes bad takes, you at least get where she's coming from. But Adam Sessler, he's just a hater.
True.
Yeah. Heck, even when Morgan Webb is hating, at least she's hating with humor. She's funny when she's a hater. But
yeah,
Adam Sessler, he's just a straight up hater, dude.
Yeah, and then a lot of the jokes that they make, you just sit there and you're just like, what?
Yeah. Black Hedgehog, Black Aliens, Black Arms, Black Doom.
Black.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where's Rock Lee? We need him. Black. But you know what they say in Megaforce? Once you go Black Ranger, you never go back Ranger.
Did they actually say that in the show? I don't remember.
No. That's just something. That's just an inside joke that we all came up with at PMC 2012.
Yes, my first Morphicon, where I met this Kabuto Boken guy. I think that's what his name was.
Yeah, he was dressed up as Akashi Satoru or something.
Yeah, and he recognized me when I was still Adventures of Sonic DX or something like that.
Yeah, and then there was another guy dressed up as Captain Marvelous. I believe his name was Steve. Yeah, you remember Steve Wade. How could you be so rude? Yeah, like Steve Jobs, Steve Gutenberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Steve Buscemi. With my army of celebrity Steves, there's no way I could lose. Now behold, the most evil Steve in all of Stevedom, Steve the Mime. Yes. And then you have Stephen Wheeler and Stephen Gardner.
Yeah. So, yeah, they, actually, after Ultraman Legend stops the beam by, like, absorbing it, I guess, and then they split apart, it legitimately looked like and sounded like Meadow from Five Man was going to show up after that.
Yeah, you think, but it certainly sounded like it, but no, it's a whole army of spaceships.
Yeah, and they're called Delashion. Are they delicious?
They're like, hey, we could all wipe you guys out, but we decided to have a baby face turn because your dedication to protect humanity has moved us.
Really? No, we're still gonna annihilate you.
Yeah, no, but for real though, they do decide to quit. So cue the reference. We are the Ultramen. We're here to save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Gaia, Dynatiga, and Cosmos and Justice.
It makes sense now because, let's see, female character fuses alien, lesbian. Okay, maybe not that last part, as far as I know.
Definitely LGBT coded.
I guess.
Happy June, everyone!
Yeah, so they go back to Earth. Justice is a woman again, and then has a conversation with Musashi, offers him candy, and is like, no, that seems precious to you. So, and then he reunites with his old team at Eyes. She looks back and is happy, and that's literally the end.
Yep. That's the end. That's the whole movie. Doesn't even go into space. Like he said he would.
Alrighty. We did it. We got through all of Cosmos.
All of Cosmos.
As his own show, that is. Not including future team-ups.
Yeah.
Because he shows up in Ultraman Saga with Dyna and Zero.
Yeah. I want to give this movie a 7, but I'm going to give it an 8 for all the Sonic fan service. I did not care for any new characters introduced in this movie, and there were barely any to begin with. There's only like 1 or 2 of them. This movie was relatively pointless, if we're being completely honest. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad we got to see more of Space Luna or Space Corona, whatever that new form was, and yeah, that future form came out of nowhere, and it came and went just as quickly. Let's be honest. You didn't maintain it for too long before we went to Ultraman Legend. Yeah.
All right. I actually like this movie a lot more than the previous 2 movies. Mm-hmm. Like, I personally was more engaged with it. I was more entertained by it. It felt like it had more depth to it, for lack of a better term.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely prefer this movie over the Blue Planet movie. It's just, I feel like we only needed one of these 2 movies, but for some reason we got both.
Yeah.
But please continue.
Yeah, and then, unlike the last movie's battle, this one just didn't feel anticlimactic to me. Like, it felt like more satisfying, I suppose. So I'd give it a good 8.5. So, that's how I feel about it. Although I will say Cosmos the series is definitely better than the first two movies, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie. Yeah. I don't really know what to say. But you're not wrong. This movie is, like, the ending at least was more climactic compared to the previous one.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that the falling action specifically, not the climax, but the falling action was just really, like, generic. It's like, oh, reunite with friends and we're done.
Yeah. I mean, like in Ultraman G, we actually see Cosmos on planet Juron with not the one from Zenkaiger, different Juron. On that planet, living in harmony with the other kaiju. So I kind of expected that maybe at the end of the movie he would go off into space and then live in harmony on planet Juron, but I guess not. I guess it happens off screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, join us next time for when we discuss Ultra Heroes, and then after that, at Justice, the Ultraman, the edgy version.
Yeah.
Where Justice tells.
And then Ultraman 06. and then Ultraman and the Secret to Metals.
Yep, and then Ultraman Unleashed, to where he becomes a kaiju at night.
Yes. And then Ultraman and the Black Ultra.
Don't you mean
that's technically a real thing?
Don't you mean Ultraman and the Orb Dark Noir Black Schwartz?
Yes.
Or Ultraman and the Night Hunter Tsurugi. Ultraman Hikari alternate form and Mabius, by the way.
Oh yeah, let's go back to playing that classic game like Ultraman, Ultraman 7, Return of Ultraman, and then the really fun game Ultraman Blue and Rosso.
Yeah. Personally, I like Ultraman Adventure and Ultraman Adventure 2 the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Ultra Heroes. Especially when you play as Ultraman Chaotix.
Definitely something different and unique.
Yeah. Ultra Chaotix, he's an Ultra, you want on your side. Ultra Chaotix, his directives tracking down your crime. The kaiju can run but not hide. Come along for the ride. So long the game is on. Space Invading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was I going to say? Yes, I remember when everybody was making jokes about Justice the Ultraman. Damn, not here. You're going straight to hell, kaiju. Yeah. No, Mephilos, you're going straight to hell.
Yeah. Ultra Control.
Ultra
Blast. Ultra Spear.
Yeah. Although, Ultraman Unleashed, that actually I would like to see that in the sense of it would be interesting if they had in like a future Ultraman series to where you could do something along the lines of our main Ultraman gets like shot with something and then it mutates him into a kaiju and he goes on a rampage.
That could be an actual plot point for the whole Ultraman Balta plot. Where like in the movie, an actual Ultraman, a real effing Ultraman shows up, but then it's turned into a kaiju.
Yeah.
And then our kaiju turned Ultraman have to stop him.
That'd be an interesting premise.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. I'm getting my creative juices flowing I gotta start writing this down. Tsuburaya, hire me.
Or me. I've been an Ultraman fan for the longest time.
Yeah, and then Toei's like, "You traitor! You're supposed to make a season for Kamen Rider and maybe a reboot of Super Sentai." I know, but still, I got creativity for you, all of y'all.
Oh, what if we also work for Toho and not only make new Godzilla movies, but if we finally get that fourth Chosation series?
Ooh. What would even be the theme, I'm wondering?
I know that it was planned, but it got canceled. So then they just decided to end it with Caesar X.
No, I know that much. Oh man, can you imagine like how cool it'd be if there was like a fourth series where we get a returning actor from each of the three series, but playing a different character, or they reprise their original characters, but they're not gonna have any superpowers or whatever. They're just there to cheerlead for the new generation.
Yeah. Actually, what if the Chostation series went on to this day and it was competition with like all the other tokusatsu that's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, just think of all the different mechas and the different kaiju they could make.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine bringing back the Mecha Rescue series? or heck, what if Korea brought back Ray Force? But let's be honest, that robot at the end of the Ray Force trailer was clearly a wing saber from Transformers Energon with two GM drives from Gundam 00. You can't hide that from me, Korea.
It's just like how a bunch of old Korean anime movies from back in the day in like the 70s and from like the 80s, they clearly plagiarized a bunch of mecha and anime mecha and Super Sentai robots for their own like mecha movies. Like one of them outright has Daidenjin in it.
Alrighty. Well, okay, let's get the gritty stuff out of the way.
Alrighty.
The bad guys. Let's start with all the bad guys from all three movies. Go. Thoughts?
Well, so the Baltans. Only classic alien, I should say, instead of kaiju, that really shows up in Cosmos. Gave it an updated design, and it looked cool too. And then you've got all those children Baltans.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about the bad guys from the second and third movie?
Well, the second movie, the kaiju in that movie definitely looked cool. I just wish it went more out with a climactic bang.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked cool. I like this. Like I said, when we reviewed that movie, I thought it was cool when they were in that dark space thing and like how they did the choreography when they were fighting it. I just wish it was more of a climactic end. And then for this movie, we've got the Glokers and the Delicious or whatever they're called. Hey, indirect Sonic Adventure 2 reference. Or is it?
Yeah. For me, yeah, no, I'm always happy to see Boltons, and I do love the updated Bolton look. I miss that goofy aspect where they had like those giant speakers and the boxing gloves. Wish they kept that in the actual show. Or
I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun novelty thing that could have had a decent amount of mileage, especially with some of the monsters we see throughout the series. But oh well. Yeah, no, the monsters from the second one, they have good designs, but you're right, anticlimactic. But meanwhile, the ones from the third movie, I don't like how generic they look. But I do appreciate the whole chess theme aspect. And yes, The whole Sonic Adventure aspect did keep me like watching. I just wish that they weren't just a generic gray pseudo mecha kaiju, you know. Yeah, but man, look at those razor blades though. That's crazy, man. All right, main antagonist Chaos Header, thoughts?
Well, it's not too often that we see a main antagonist or like villain group in Ultraman, because it's usually like kaiju or alien of the week. Now, of course, there are some exceptions. Like in Ultraman Ace, we had Yapul, and in Ultraman Gaia, we had the Radical Destruction Bringer. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see that. And then Chaos Header, it's like this multicolored particle thing. It definitely looks cool when it corrupts kaiju and makes them look more monstrous. And then, like, it would take on its like own forms, which look monstrous, and then tried to copy Ultraman. I do wish that Chaos Header as a concept is cool. Mm-hmm. I just wish, like, they said that it's an artificial being. So I'm like, okay, who created Chaos Header then? Because I thought at the very least we would find that out in the third movie, but we didn't. It's like, okay, is Tsuburaya never going to tell us who created Chaos Header? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. For me, I like the concept of the Chaos Header. First of all, I like that in its corporeal form, it's like shiny, pretty lights. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a nice retroactive callback to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I have seen the light. Light it up. Light it up. Light it up. But, yeah. No,
wait, you mean to tell me that Sayo was taken over and the Society of Light was started by Chaos Header? And then we've got not Ultraman Neos. Although Elemental Hero Neos is based on Ultraman. Oh my gosh, why didn't I see it sooner? We get you're right. I do like the way it corrupts other kaiju. Sometimes it just feels like randomly when they do corrupt kaiju, and other times it's like they take on their own physical form, which the first couple of times does look cool, but other times it's like it's the same generic monster that we see every time. Like, take that one bad guy from Lightspeed Rescue episode 4, the tornado one. Yeah, like, it's cool when you see that, when you see it the one time, like in the one episode, or you see the costume all rotted out after 25 years at Power Morphicon. But the thing is, imagine seeing that same monster like every other episode. So the Emons from Gavon Infinite.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically Emons. Yeah, imagine if Emon was designed for the main villain. And we see it every episode. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, like, Dark Ultraman Cosmos, Ultraman Calamity. And I do love that it does progressively get, like, new forms. It's just when you fight this Ultraman multiple times, it just loses its wow factor every time. And every time it's been a 2-part episode, by the way. You might have noticed that. I think what would have worked better is if, like, it basically doubled down on the Ultraman aspect, and, like, it was just an evil Ultraman for the rest of the series, where it's like, you have, like, an evil version of Cosmos, like broadcasters, humans, like, you foolish humans, behold my latest chaos kaiju.
Yeah, kind of sounds like low key. Kind of sounds like KiloCon 8. Or
yes, exactly. Like, do a KiloCon.
Yeah, from, like, either Samurai Cyber Squad or Gridman.
Yeah. So, that's just my opinion on that matter. And you're right. It's like who created this? This would have been a perfect opportunity for the movies. Like the movies could have explored the ancient race. Because like, what if there were stragglers that survived and they want revenge, and then they decide to take that revenge on humans? What if they were more violent than the Chaos Header advertised, and like they're the reason why Chaos Header was evil?
Yeah,
And
or you could even have it to where whoever created the Glokers in the third movie were the same race that created Chaos Header, and then they noticed that, okay, Chaos Header failed its mission, or it went berserk and it's destroyed, or something like that. All right, we're going to take this into our own hands.
Opportunities, like, see, one of the things I love about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is that they spend the second part exploring who created the stone masks. Yeah. And like in part 4, they introduced the arrows. So part 5, they focus more on who created the arrows. Well, they only spend one episode focusing on that, but at least like we learn more about the arrows and what they're capable of. Let's see. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so kaiju. What were some of your favorite kaiju that were introduced in this series? And what were some of your favorite kaiju in the series?
I really should have written down their names.
Yeah.
I'll try to say them to the best of my ability. Well, off the top of my head, and it showed up in this movie, that one that's got like the singular horn.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the Gojira type kaiju, like as you like to say.
You mean Gomez? I'm just kidding.
Technically not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There definitely were some cool looking kaiju in this series. And then there was like a 4-legged one that was kind of like a reddish orange color. What else? The Bolton from the first movie. What else? Geez, I wish I could remember their names off the top of my head, but there was just a few number of kaiju that I like their designs in this series.
Yeah, for me, I really like the Egyptus one.
Yes.
I just call him Egyptus because of Kamen Rider. I mean, why not? In Ultraman 66, we referred to him as Tachibana, so why not double down on that reference? Let's see. I also really like that Underwater Guardian one from that Koji-focused episode.
Yeah, it was Bokenger's first monster they fought before Bokenger.
Yes. And that's part of the reason why I liked it so much.
I figured.
Yeah, and then the what's called the Stealth Jet one that appears in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say one I'm not as much of a fan of. I should be a fan of, but I'm not. Is the one that looks like a Kiwano melon, and only because in the 2 episodes it does show up in, they were some of my least favorite episodes.
Yes, that one.
Yes. Yeah. The House of Kiwano. Whatever you do, do not say honeydew.
So don't mention that one chick from Dexter's Lab who's with Monkey.
Yes. And speaking of chicks, we should not mention the one with the pyramids.
Yeah.
The one I have to pull out the spray out for. Yeah. If you know, you know. And if you've been watching our channel, you definitely know. Let's see. Okay, so on to our heroes. Let's start with let's start with Red Falcon and Exo.
Which character is Exo again?
The executive officer.
Oh, her. Oh, I get it now. Well, as far as Hira, aka Red Falcon, goes, it is cool to see him again. It's hard not to think about Red Falcon if you've seen Live Man.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's also the other way around if like somebody watched Cosmos first and then they went and watched Live Man afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a cool commander. He had his cool moments and whatnot. So, I definitely liked him. Executive Commander, I liked how she didn't take bullshit for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scientist guy. No, not scientist, doctor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, she didn't put up with his crap. But then there was like one, maybe two times where she kisses him on the cheek, and I'm like, don't reward his behavior. That'll encourage him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Real quick aside. Yeah, I think we could agree we don't like the doctor dude.
Doctor.
Yeah, because he's a perv of the worst variety.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with him if he had some character development, like if he got more humbled and just been like, my behavior's been unacceptable. I'm going to try to better myself. Because the actor who plays him is legitimately charismatic. It's just the way the character is written.
Yeah, when you read the James Bond books, it takes him 11 books to finally become humble, only for him to like lose his wife. Yes, he finally gets married in the 11th book, and then she dies. Don't ask me about books 12 through 14 because I'm only 3 chapters into the 12th one. Yeah, let's see how Blofeld fits into this one. Yeah. Yes, when I said I was reading the James Bond books, I meant it. This isn't just me trying to, what are the Kamen Rider sets? No, I want to watch all 25 films. I have all of them on DVD, and I do want to read all 14 books beforehand. It just so happens, completely by coincidence, that Zet happens to be the season that's currently airing. But yes, no, Executive Officer. I love that she has every opportunity to be the deadbeat mom, like someone we know. And she refuses to be the deadbeat mom. It's like, even the kid's like, listen, I'm not happy. I want my dad all to myself. I don't want, and I know that you're not a deadbeat, but I don't want you to be my family. And then she respects the decision. Not because she's okay with being deadbeat. It's because she just wants the girl to be happy. And yes, she don't take no shit from a certain person. And I respect that.
For the most part.
That's why I respect her for the most part. And yes, Red Falcon. I love how they don't make him a deadbeat dad. Like, in one episode, someone tries to portray him as a deadbeat dad, but he's like, oh, no, I've been here. I've donated my $250,000 per year every month while I've been breakdancing. If you know, you know. And yes, no, he was the responsible one. It's the other chick that was the deadbeat.
Yeah. Yeah, Hira was definitely a very competent commander.
Yeah. Yes, and even when, and like he recognizes how what's his name how Musashi's feeling, especially towards the end of the series. He's the first to acknowledge it, and he's the one who tries to like help him out the most, and he's willing to sacrifice himself so that Musashi doesn't have to make the tough decisions.
That's true.
All right, next we got Koji and Homegirl.
Yes, Doigaki. He definitely has his comedic moments. You can tell that, he's kind-hearted and like a big teddy bear, but they also treat him with respect for the most part. Yeah. To where you can tell that he has good intentions and he genuinely is a nice guy, but he's also intelligent and competent at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the butt of the joke.
Yeah. I hate it when like the brains of the team is the butt of the joke. Eat it. But yeah, no, like it took me a while to get to actually start liking Ide, but at least like the show got me to like Ide. Yeah, and Koji, like I liked him from the beginning. Like he was a sweetheart, and yes, he's the brains of the team, and like he actually goes out of his way to like do stuff, and like it's like he is a true successor to Hori because after all, he is love.
Hori's love.
And yeah, so Koji, he is compassion, he is vitality. And I love that much like Hori, he does find love throughout the series. Sadly, we don't see him actually get married. But at least like he does find love. And yeah, it's like this is a perfect cure to that red pill nonsense. It's like you don't have to be like big muscular dude who's a total jerk. Sometimes women like a soft-spoken, cuddly guy who's actually intelligent and actually has a passion for his girl's passion. Like archaeology is not his thing, but he showed interest when she was passionate about it. Sometimes women love it when a guy listens.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, who do you prefer, Ide or Shinjo?
Oh, Ide, like no contest.
I figured, but I wanted to confirm.
Yeah, like Shinjo, it's like there's not much to say about Shinjo other than he's a jerk and he deserves to get his sister stolen by Yasumi. But yeah, no, Ide like he works his butt off to get into Fuji's heart. Also, I appreciate that Fuji goes for him and not Hayata, because like you can expect like, oh, the token female character goes for like the main protagonist. I'm glad she doesn't. Not because I have an issue with Hayata, but because we're doing something a little bit different, and I respect it. But with that in mind, Homegirl, she does not have that many episodes where like she's shown in a good light, because half the time she's pining for some guy other than Musashi, and somehow a goat monster gets involved. And finally, out of left field, she starts pining for Musashi. I will say this does feel less clumsy than Kaoru falling for Ryu.
Yes, Jetman.
Yes. Like 49 episodes in, 50, second to last episode, she's still dating Guy. So it's,
and the guy's just fine with it, I guess. Hey, I used to date her and lust for her, but it's fine that you're getting married. It's like, Guy, I thought you were the cool Chad badass, not the cuck.
At least Raita is a Chad because he invented fire and the wheel and agriculture.
So Dexter from Dexter's Lab got the wrong caveman. He meant to get Raita from Jetman.
Exactly. It's the second time we referenced
Which is funny because in one episode of Dexter's Lab, you see a poster in his room that looks suspiciously like, Jew Ranger / MMPR.
I need to see this episode. I have it on DVD. I have 3 of the actors sign it.
Nice.
And that was the coldest winter ever. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Homegirl.
Yeah.
She's all right, I guess. I mean, maybe slightly ditzy. Yeah, we had 65 episodes, and she didn't really have very much focus.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Musashi is obviously the main character. But it's like, if you're going to have like this number of cast of characters and you've got like 65 episodes, you kind of think they flesh out some of the characters more.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, with X having only 22 episodes, and like 9 main characters. Okay. Okay, so moving right along. Fubuki.
Fubuki. I thought he was a prick at first, which I know is the intent. Yeah, he was condescending, he antagonized, he looked down on Musashi. And then after like 22-ish episodes, it just stops. Like, okay, did you two like make peace off screen or something? Because it's like you established this for the first like fourth of the show or so, and then it just kind of stops. It's like, you mean you're not gonna at least have one episode to where they like come to an understanding and respect for each other or something? I don't know. It was just kind of odd because after that, I mean, I'm glad that he's being civil with Musashi. I just wish they showed progression to that rather than just have it happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, for me, I wish that here's the thing. I wish that what's it called? Yeah, it was more of like a gradient rather than a sudden flip switch. Because yeah, like he was being a jerk for like the entire first third of the series, and then he suddenly becomes really nice to him. Like even Power Rangers SPD, which is like a really good parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took time for Sky to like chill out.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like even though we did have Mirrors Part 2, there was still just a slight bit of friction still going on between them until that episode with the meteoroid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like I just wish it was a more gradual process. But
exactly.
Hey, at least when Fubuki got focus episodes, he really got focus episodes.
Indeed. He actually did grow on me after he mellowed out. I just, like you said, I wish they showed progression to that rather than just having it come out of nowhere. Because he did have good focus episodes. I mean, granted, the vast majority of Ultraman shows, nowadays still just do the singular hero for the most part. But I could have totally seen at some points, Fubuki becoming like the secondary Ultra or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So really quick, John Rice character, love him. He shows up a couple of times, and I'm happy to see him because it's nice knowing that Musashi does have a friend outside of Eyes, and
the guy on the Kaiju Island.
Yeah, I call him John Rice because he kind of looks like Salah from Indiana Jones. Yeah, I appreciate that he's there. Not much to say about him, but
yeah,
I should like bring him up just so that no one has to ring us up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Musashi, the main character.
Are we gonna lump Cosmos himself with that, or are we gonna go to Cosmos himself after Musashi?
Hard to tell. Like Cosmos doesn't really have much of a personality in this one. It's not like Z or X where like they're actively talking to each other all the time. Honestly, the only time I really see them communicating is if one of them is unconscious.
That's usually the case, it seems like.
Yeah.
For Cosmos, that is.
Yeah. Like I know that I'm not one to talk when like Ultraman 66 also did that, but the thing is, it's like this is the Heisei era. I know we can do better, and I'm glad that in examples such as X and Z, we actually did see improvement in that department. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those were much shorter than Cosmos.
Yeah. So let's focus on the human Musashi.
Right. Musashi. He's fine. I mean, he never did anything to annoy me or piss me off. Basically, for me, is if a character is, fine, if they don't like constantly do things that piss me off or annoy me, then they're fine in my book.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they do like one thing that I don't agree with or a few, if they have character development to where, they get better down the line, then, if they're pleasant afterwards, then yeah, I'll like them. But as far as Musashi goes, I think he's fine. He's not my favorite Ultra protagonist ever, but I like how, he's more gentler. He wants kaiju to live in harmony with humans.
Yeah.
He means well.
Yes.
Like he's not a jerk in the slightest. He seems like a friendly guy that you could hang out with and have a good time.
Yeah, I feel like he's a precursor to Yuma from Ultraman Arc, but a lot less annoying than Yuma. Yuma is pretty, like, he's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh, kaiju are our friends! But, like, but Musashi's like, I just want kaiju to live in peace, and I'll do whatever I can to make that happen. But I'll throw hands at a kaiju like it means protecting humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. I appreciate that Musashi is basically a more mature counterpart. But one thing I do dislike is that in the movies he gets kind of boring.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one downside. As far as TV show is concerned, he's pretty acceptable, but like it gets a little boring like towards the end, and I don't even know why. It just feels that way. And like in the third movie, like he's just basically written out of the movie altogether. Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before we give our final score, any particular themes in this season that stand out to you?
Well, real quick, I was just going to say, as far as Cosmos goes as an Ultraman, I definitely like his form. All of his forms, they always looked cool to me. Like each form has something different about them that looks cool and interesting. So aesthetically, he definitely looked awesome.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, I know that like, Tsuburaya was going with something different this season by showing like kindness and gentleness. Like usually the Ultraman doesn't have any problem, destroying a kaiju or an alien.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times it's for a good reason if they have like malicious intent.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's something different where it's like Cosmos often would purify monsters rather than destroy or kill them.
Yeah. It's basically
so it's like he shows a lot of kindness and mercy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this came out what year again?
2001.
Yeah. Well, when in 2001 did it come out?
I think it was like the summer of 2001, so before 9/11.
Because I was thinking like maybe 2011. Sorry, I was thinking like 9/11 might have had a role in like we need to be more gentle and stuff because it's like like sometimes like we just assume kaiju are bad and it's not nice knowing that no, we only kill kaiju as a last resort if it's like really rabid and about to destroy. And I love seeing that Eyes does everything in its power to come up with an alternative. But with that in mind, I do notice that there's a theme of political corruption in the series. As subtle as it is that I have to point it out for like it to be noticed by some people, but like really think about it, like you've got this lieutenant who's like always like going behind his commander's back, trying to use the aggressive force out of line, breaking protocol. He gets reprimanded every time, but he always keeps coming back. Like he never got stripped of rank or got court-martialed.
Yeah, it's like, how do you still have a job, or how have you not been severely demoted?
Yeah. But I appreciate that it does show that like, oh, there are level-headed politicians, i.e. The commander, because he does try to give Eyes a chance to solve things peacefully before summoning the sharks with the jets. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I appreciate that. Like, we do see some recurring kaiju. They actually do try to help out because, you know, it's a theme of unity and we all live on this planet together. Yeah. Now, so here we are. Final score. What would you give the entire series?
I would have to give it as a whole a low 8, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that, and it's not because of the length, because I've seen long shows before, much longer than Cosmos. I just personally didn't think that the show itself was as good as most of the other Heisei Ultraman around that time. Like, I think I might have to watch Max again because I've only seen it once. But so far, I think Cosmos is better than Max. But I don't think it's as good as Tiga, Dyna, Gaia, Nexus, and Mabius. But that doesn't mean that I think it's a bad show. I just think that there are Ultraman installments that are better. But it was still enjoyable. And had cool moments.
Yeah. For me, I would have to give it an 8.5. And the reason why I don't give it a whole 9 is because of the sheer length. I feel like a lot of the episodes could have been cut. It could have still been 40 to 50 episodes without losing much of anything. And again, I'm not saying get rid of all the filler episodes. Just get rid of just 15 of them. Like the ones that don't advance any of the characters at all. Like, at all. Like, we definitely did not need the Todd Ingram episode. For example. And, yeah, it's like... And the thing is, I want to love the series more than the score I'm giving it because I genuinely do love the cast and crew of this. I love the forms. I love, like, the overarching plot. It's just a real slog to get through. And there are certain 5-episode there's like certain 5-episode increments where I'm like, oh god, I wish we skipped these 5 episodes. Like, even if like 1 or 2 of those 5 episodes were good, it's like I still have to sit through the other 3 or 4 of them. So, you know, I'm glad that this is the longest season so that it won't take us long to cover other seasons after this one. And I do realize they already have the next season we're doing. I just wish that, this one, with the quality that it has, was trimmed just a little bit, so it's a little bit more streamlined. Okay. With that said, let's go to the comments.
Alrighty.
Draw. When it comes to Ultraman Cosmos, we are done.
Yep, we finally did it.
We finally did it all the way through. We reviewed everything. Let's go to the comments. Finally finished all of Cosmos. You guys did it. You finally did it.
Exactly.
Yeah. We just needed an excuse to get rid of Musashi to focus on justice. Yeah.
Well, remember, Justice the Ultraman, the game.
Yes. You may as well just make a solo film for Ultraman Justice. Heck, you could make a prequel movie for Justice.
That would be interesting.
Yes. I would see that. Yeah. But that's it for the comments, guys. And as you know, we're going to cover another Ultraman series right after this. Let's take a look at the series that we did cover. Oh, man. It may seem like a lot. There's 36 seasons, including Teo. and we covered 6, 7, 8, 9 of those seasons. We covered 9 of them, so we're 25% done in terms of quantity of seasons. In terms of
Quarter
quantity
of
of
a way there already.
Yeah. In terms of quantity of seasons, rather than the quantity of episodes, yeah, we got we got a quarter of them. Hooray! Yes, and join us next week as we're about to cover one of the shortest seasons of Ultraman, and also
And not a season from Japan either.
One of the most obscure seasons, in fact. That's right. We are here next week to discuss Ultraman, the ultimate hero, aka Ultraman
Power.
Yep. And yes, we both have a copy of the Blu-ray for both Ultraman.
It's over there on my shelf, which you can't see because a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays are blocking it, but you get the gist.
Yes. So we got Great and Powered, but we're only going to discuss Powered in honor of a certain person that we're going to bring up. So, yeah. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon. Stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss Kamen Rider Sets, Kamen Rider Ryuki, Super Space Sheriff Gavon Infinity, and starting next week,
Ultraman Powered.
Yep. We're excited for this one. And yeah, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. We discuss movies, TV shows, vlogs, and many other things. And if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Power Morphicon on August 28th through the 30th. And it's going to feature, yes, this guy right here, Kane Kosagi, also known as Ninja Black.
Yep.
And he was
Ultraman Powered.
Yes. Yeah. And he was Ultraman Powered. He was a Kamen Rider. And we can't wait to say hi to him. And speaking of ninjas, yes, Sally Martin will also be there along with the Thunder Bros and Mora. Maybe Capri will also show up. I don't remember if she was officially announced or not. But yes, so we got a lot of Ninja Storm. We got a decent number of Ninja Storm actors coming. We got Kaku Ranger. We got Ultraman Powered. Get your tickets today. We are excited. And with that said, guys, we hope you have enjoyed our stint with Ultraman Cosmos. It's been a long ride, but we're finally done. Have a good one. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Take care.